Well, if I can have the option, I'd go totally with corn-based petroleum or ethanol, as I'd call it, just because it's a lot cleaner. You can make what you call it, cornfields, and use the cornfields as a byproduct of making that. But you can also make food. You can also make food for your livestock. It can be used worldwide, like for everything. And then also, I'd use hemp for your rope or whatever. Not always use oil and gas. I think that's the time of our past, and we don't need it anymore. It's going to kill us, and it's dirtying up everything. Even making plastics, it's gross. It's the worst. So I'd probably go with that. Help. It's the biggest one, as I could say, is we're we're hurting the earth, and I don't know what we have left on to what to do with it. I think it's that's a I don't know how to explain it. We got to do something. We're in a state of emergency in this aspect, and everybody just takes it as a nonchalant, like, well, whatever. What do you do? Well, as I'm doing right now, I'm switching over from all my products and stuff like that. Like I recycle as much as I can, and I'm trying to move over to the hemp side of stuff, but I don't have the money for it right now. And our technology and stuff is still based on the oil fact, so it's a really hard thing. We don't know how to get out of it as of yet. I think once we can see that there's other people out there in the industry that are making things happen, and we can use it this way that will help the environment more. I'd probably go that way, and I know a lot of my friends would. So on that aspect, we got to look at more of what's going on. Well, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the products because they get taxed really high. They're really hard to get a hold of. They're hard to find, and then they're not cheap. They're not cheap to. They're like buying a designer clothes. Well, some of them is not as affordable. It's no, it's not because the manufacturers with oil and certain things like that have cut it down to make it reasonably cheap for people. Where if you try to like help the world, like look at organic food and non-organic food. Organic food is harder to buy. It's more expensive. Yes, big time. What I was thinking is once I get out of here and started on my path and degree, and I started setting up my home base and all that, the one thing I would like to do is actually get a windmill and put it up in my back and start making energy. And at that point, I wouldn't even care about the tax breaks or whatever. But even if I can add it to the grid or whatever, adding solar and it'll help out. And let's say it takes out my whole block, and whatever they'll still charge. I don't care. That just means they're not burning that much oil products. They're not doing all that, right? And it'd be the possible way. Or I was thinking about maybe opening up a fuel station, an ethanol fuel station, plus a gas station, right? And then have the option for people to go there. And then, maybe they can slowly out because like Ford's, Chrysler, all this, for what is it, like $150 or something like that, you could switch your car over to both. So why not do this? I don't know what our holdback is. I would like to start doing this.